The topic I've chosen to discuss is whether or not punishment is an effective behaviour modification strategy in children. I believe the document that I have chosen is the most appropriate because it focuses on whether or not punishment is an effective way of dealing with bad behaviour and also focuses on the issues that may arise later on in life due to punishment as a child, which I think is a very interesting topic considering I was smacked as a child and recent studies have shown that physical punishment, such as smacking, can lead to behavioural issues later in life. This document also focuses on whether punishment is effective in stopping undesirable behaviour or if it just encourages the child to continue their poor behaviour. I've managed to find a YouTube video which I believe is a helpful start in understanding punishment and the effects it may have on children in the future in regards to their current behaviour. So I'll just get that up.
A new study shows spanking your child can be more damaging than was first thought. Allison Harmlin has the latest results.
Studies have shown that spanking can lead to behavioral problems. Now researchers find it may also hurt a child's cognitive development.
Children who were spanked by fathers at high levels showed decreases in verbal capacity by age 9.
Children who were spanked at least twice a week by their mother at age 3 or 5 were also more likely to break rules and act aggressively. Scientists at Columbia University School of Social Work looked at nearly 2,000 children from 20 large cities in the U.S. and found that spanking is still very common.
Over 50% of parents by age 5 were spanking their children.
Wendy Bradford has 3 children under the age of 6 and is trying hard not to spank.
Ellie, I'm stuck with 3 kids in a small apartment who have been acting out for a few hours, and that's the last straw of the day, and I don't think it's okay.
Most pediatricians agree there are better ways to discipline.
Discussing the bad behavior, positive reinforcement, and limited use of timeouts can be good.
Wendy is trying a reward system with marbles.
I need a whole new set of methods.
Doctors also suggest parents take a timeout themselves to think of the most effective punishment before spanking. Allison Harmelin for CBS News, New York.
The critics point out one issue with the study. Researchers did not define spanking, which of course can range from a single swat to more forceful hitting.
Okay, so the study I have chosen to discuss is Sex Differences in the Relationship Between Harsh Discipline and Conduct Problems, conducted by L. Lysenko, E. Barker, and S. Jaffe. This experiment was published in 2013 but has been conducted over a 7-year period. The aim of this study was to investigate whether there were gender differences in the amount of harsh discipline received by a mother at the ages of 3, 4, and 7, and whether this accounted for later conduct problems. It was hypothesized that boys would experience harsher discipline than females from their mothers, resulting in more conduct problems as they grow up. It is common for boys to be more violent as children. They tend to break toys more and tend to kick and hit more than girls. Males are often stigmatized as being stronger than females, resulting in harsher punishments by mothers, which can often lead to more aggression as they grow up. The participants in this study were taken from the Twins Early Development Study, which is basically a population-based study of over 10,000 pairs of twins from all over the United Kingdom, born between 1994 and 1996. The sample of this study is representative of the UK population. This takes into regard the fact that 93% of the UK population is white, 49% of mothers are employed, and 89% of fathers are employed. Twins were used to eliminate as many confounding differences between children born between 1994 and 1996. The sample is the best general representative of families living in the UK with young children, with respect to ethnicity, socioeconomic status, and education level. The sample consisted of 27,660 twins, with 13,868 females and 13,792 males. The mothers of each pair of twins were required to complete this study by filling out a questionnaire when their children were aged 3, 4, and 7. The first questionnaire was completed to investigate conduct problems. This includes all sorts of conduct issues like fighting, hitting, snatching, lying and cheating, and destroying other people's belongings. The questionnaire was based on a rating system where 0 was not true and 2 was very true in regards to their child engaging in these behaviours. The questionnaire issued to all mothers was the Strengths and Difficulties questionnaire and the Preschool Behaviour questionnaire. Both of these questionnaires have been proven to have strong validity and internal consistency. There were also alternatives including the Rutter Parent and Teacher questionnaire and the Child Behaviour Checklist. Different questionnaires were issued at each age level to make the conduct problems developmentally sensitive. Harsh discipline was simply reported on by the mother each time their child engaged in inappropriate behaviour at each of the age levels 3, 4, and 7. The mothers had to report on how often they punished their children. This included smacking, slapping, and restraining, or shouting at their child. Discipline questions were constructed in the form of an interview. The mothers reported their responses on a 6-point scale, ranging from "I never do this" to "I usually do this." After answering for the firstborn twin, they were also asked if they did the same thing or whether they do more or less on their second-born twin. This was measured on a 5-point scale, ranging from a lot more to a lot less. This was intended to overcome any bias tendencies in order for their reports to be consistent with both twins. The results that were gathered showed that boys experienced harsher disciplines than females at all age levels. Harsher punishment accounted for 10 to 20% of the sex difference in conduct problems. There was also a linear relationship between harsh discipline and child conduct problems. Males who received harsher punishment tended to have conduct problems such as hitting more than females and destroying belongings more than females. Receiving harsher punishments often influenced males to engage in poor conduct behaviour in the future. Males who have received punishments as children can often be more aggressive and have behavioural problems as an adult. In conclusion, the hypothesis was proven, as males received harsher disciplines than females, resulting in more conduct problems as they developed and as they became an adult. However, there were some limitations to this study. One of those limitations included the fact that the only person who completed the report was the mother, leading to possible biased answers. Secondly, fathers were not questioned during this study. Therefore, a father's use of harsh punishment was not reported on, which fathers can often discipline more harshly than mothers. But on this note, in the studies, it has been found that mothers tend to discipline more than fathers. And that's the end of my study case. Thank you.